Kailan po yung last time na kayo po ay umiyak? Kailan po yung last time na mabigat ang inyong pasan-pasan? Kailan po yung last time na sobrang lungkot ang inyong naramdaman? Have you ever found yourself in the middle of nowhere? Because for some reason, you feel lonely, alone, and confused to the extent na question mo na pati ang buhay. Question mo na pati ang pag-ibig sa'yo ni God. Mga kapatid, please be aware na hindi po lahat ng mga tao ay may kaaya-ayang nakaraan. Please be aware na hindi lahat ng tao ay puro tamis ang natikman. There are people out there who experienced so much, who have suffered so much, who have cried so much, who have gone through so many battles in life. Sometimes, we do not even realize that a person is lonely kasi they have been so lonely all their life. And they already mastered the art of hiding the pain. Yung mga strong people, hindi mo namamalayan na may dala-dala pala silang mabibigat. Kasi sa sobrang dami nilang pinagdaanan sa buhay, natutunan na lang nilang itago ang sakit. My dear brothers and sisters, existential crisis is real. Hindi ko alam kung sino sa inyo ang may pinagdadaanan na mabigat ngayon sa mga sandaling ito, but I perfectly understand the pain na pakiramdam mo na sa kawalan ka. It's lonely. Yung meron ka namang kasama pero feeling mo mag-isa ka. Feeling mo walang nandyan para sa'yo. Feeling mo pasan-pasan mo ang mundo. Feeling mo kahit anong gawin mo, may emptiness pa rin sa pagkatao mo at incomplete ka pa rin. Mga kapatid, sometimes you find yourself in the middle of nowhere. And sometimes, in the middle of nowhere, you find yourself. Today, please allow me to reassure and remind each and everyone, my dear brothers and sisters, you are loved. You are loved. I want you to believe because it is true. You are loved. You are loved even though punong-puno ng pait ang naging nakaraan mo. Even though hindi mo naramdaman ang pag-aaruga sa'yo ng mga magulang mo. Even though iba't ibang tao na ang nanakit sa'yo. You are loved even though iba't ibang pasakit sa buhay ang pinasan mo. Even though marahil sa murang edad ay kinailangan mo na magtrabaho at tumulong sa iyong pamilya. Even though marahil hindi mo na natapos ang pag-aaral mo. You are loved even though sa buhay, ikaw ay lagi na lang litong-lito. Nagsiserve ka naman kay God, pero bakit laging may pagsubok na dumarating sa iyo? Magaling ka naman at passionate, pero hindi ka pa rin nabibigyan ng opportunity sa career na gusto mo. You are loved. My dear brothers and sisters, the truth is, we keep on looking for love from external factors. We keep on looking for love from other people. And we hurt ourselves so much when the people we love do not love us the way we do. We keep on looking for love from the outside when the first place that we should be looking for love is on the inside. We should seek love in ourselves because we have love inside of us. We are children of God, and God is love. He created us in His image, and if there is something that resembles us so much with Him, it is our capacity to love. Loving for the children of God is natural. It is innate. It is there within yourself. It is there just beneath. How do you see yourself? Do you see yourself as a champion or a loser? Do you see yourself as great or never enough? Do you see yourself as worthy of love or good for nothing? Or never mo pa talagang pinagtuunan ng pansin kung ano na nga ba ang relationship mo with yourself? It is important that you are aware how you see yourself, kasi how you see yourself affects how you treat other people. Mga kapatid, sometimes we do not even know that we actually do not love ourselves completely or fully. And at certain points in our lives, some of us would even hate themselves. We consciously or subconsciously tend to hate ourselves because we focus more on our weaknesses rather than our strengths. We focus more on the things we cannot do rather than the things we can do. We focus more on the things we do not have rather than those that we have. And we inflict ourselves these hurts. You know what, mga kapatid? Past wounds can foster hatred towards oneself. It can also foster insecurities and low self-belief. Dito naglalaro ng napakalaking role kung paano tayo pinalaki ng ating mga magulang noong tayo ay bata pa. Pinalaki ba tayo na mataas ang kumpiyansa natin sa ating sarili? Or pinalaki tayo na parang lagi na lang may mali? Yun kasi yung tumatatak sa ating puso't isipan kahit malaki na tayo, no? And malaking factor ang mga ito sa kung ano tayo ngayon bilang tao. May mga tao na nag-struggle ngayon na makita ang kanilang worth dahil nasanay sila na in the past, walang nag-a-appreciate sa kanila. May mga tao na nag-struggle ngayon na magtiwala sa ibang tao dahil sa dami ng mga pangako na sa huli pala ay mga napako. Some of us were even verbally, physically, emotionally, and very sad to say, even sexually abused noong bata. And nasanay na lang sila na walang nagpaparamdam sa kanila ng pagmamahal, kaya iniisip nila ngayon, hindi sila karapat-dapat mahalin. God allows that we be broken at times because He wants to strengthen our character as people, as Christians, and as missionaries of hope. God is a loving God. He is not a punishing God. He is a merciful, He's a compassionate God. And He promises you that whatever you go through, He goes with you. But it takes willpower. It takes a deliberate decision. It takes a definite decision. Ikaw dapat yung mag-decide na magpatawad sa ibang tao at sa sarili mo para mag-heal ang mga sugat mo. Ikaw dapat ang mismong mag-decide na tumingin sa mas malaking plano ni God para maintindihan mo through the eyes of faith kung bakit kinailangang mangyari ang mga bagay-bagay sa iyong nakaraan. Do not be afraid, sabi ni Pope John Paul II. Open wide the doors for Christ. Hindi mo man kayang mahalin ang sarili mo ngayon dahil may mga sugat ka ng kahapon na hindi pa naghihilom, paniwalaan mo sapagkat ito ay totoo. May nagmamahal sa iyo. You are loved. You are worthy to be loved. Kamahal-mahal ka. You are loved dahil may isang Panginoon na walang ibang ginawa kundi ang mahalin ka. Jesus has always been there for you. He has never abandoned you. Jesus has always accepted you both at your success and failure, both at your best and your worst. Jesus looks at you as his most precious child, no matter what. He doesn't look at your past, but he looks at your present and your future. He doesn't look how many times you sinned and stumbled in life, but he cares about how many times you've stood up and lifted yourself up again from the ground. And if you look back, you will realize that God has made beautiful things out of the dust of your life. If you look back, you realize he created beauty out of the ugly. He has been cleansing your heart from any hatred. He has made a strong soldier out of you. You have now become a worthy warrior. You may have been broken for a while, but still, you are beautiful. He loves you. And there's nothing we can do about it. Kahit anong gawin natin, he cannot help but love us. My dear brothers and sisters, you may be lost, but God will always find you. And when he finds you, he will embrace you so tight that he will put all your broken pieces together. But my dear brothers and sisters, when you are lost, you have to acknowledge first that you are lost. And you have to humble yourself before God and admit to him that you need to be found. Remember that your wounds can never diminish your worth for your shepherd. Our crisis is big, but our Christ is gigantic. According to Isaiah chapter 41 verse 10, do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be afraid, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will hold on to you with my righteous hand. Huwag daw po tayo mangamba, mga kapatid. Hindi tayo pababayaan ng ating mapagmahal na Diyos. God uses other people to make you feel his love for you. He can use even a stranger to make you feel his love for you. He can even use a stranger, anyone, to remind you that you are lovable and that you are indeed loved. Minsan, kailangan mo lang ng isang tao na magmamahal sa iyo at magtitiwala sa iyo at ipaparamdam sa iyo na kamahal-mahal ka para ikaw mismo matutunan mo ding mahalin ang sarili mo. You are loved and you are also called to love. You are also sent to love. If you know someone who is struggling their way towards self-acceptance and self-love, mga kapatid, please be there for them. Sometimes, people who do not fully love themselves, sila yung mahirap mahalin kasi sila yung laging galit, sila yung laging defensive, sila yung laging mataas yung pride, ganyan. At ikaw bilang hindi mo maintindihan ng kanilang ugali, ang tendency mo is lumayo na lang, no? Pero ang calling sa atin mga kapatid, hindi naman to figure out other people eh. Our mandate is to love them. Our mandate is to love them and help them rediscover the love na meron sila within. My dear brothers and sisters, self-love, nahanap mo po yan muli O nare-rediscover mo yan sa pamamagitan din ng ibang tao na nagmamahal sa'yo. Dahil may mga pagkakataon na ibang tao ang mas nakakakita ng halaga mo. At doon mo nare-realize na, oo nga no, kamahal-mahal din pala ako. Oo nga no, may galing din naman pala ako. Oo nga no, may kaya din pala akong patunayan sa buong mundo. About people who currently find themselves in the middle of nowhere, they themselves don't even understand themselves at times. But what they need, mga kapatid, is people who will not give up on them and people who will never make them feel that they are hard to love. My last message for you. If you glow when you are in love with another person, imagine how radiant you become when you are in love with yourself. You shine. Maraming salamat po sa pakikinig. Lagi niyo pong tatandaan, you are loved. Purihin po ang Panginoon.